This time in Wedding Valley. Stylist Sarah is tasked with pulling off a transatlantic wedding at stylish Gisborne Park.
So now it's all hands on deck.
Cake maker Leanne faces one of her biggest challenges of the summer.
This is a baker's worst nightmare on a day like today.
And brand new dress shop owner Natasha is hoping for her first sale.
We've been open 4 weeks now and we haven't yet made a sale.
Amongst Clitheroe's abundance of bridal boutiques, there's one with a unique selling point.
Kate's up the road. She's for a more curvier bride, if you will.
She, more than anybody, knows how to make a woman feel incredible.
So we start at a size 14 and go right up to a size 40 and literally exist for the brides that have nowhere else to go, where they don't feel comfortable. The moments with the brides are what I live, eat, sleep, breathe. They are my life.
Let's tease ourselves.
Are we doing earrings?
Today, owner Kate and sales assistant Maxine are checking out their new delivery of bridal jewellery.
That's lovely.
That'll go with loads, especially the crown.
To try this on.
Gorgeous. Better put them away anyway before our bride arrives.
Hello!
Kate's next customer is nursery teacher Grace, whose wedding is only 4 months away.
So have you tried any dresses on up to this point?
No, none
Oh,
at all.
that's exciting!
None at all.
So is there a reason you've left now until sort of shopping or...?
Well, I did plan to lose a lot of weight before my wedding day. But then everything's happened, doesn't it? COVID and everything else, and it's just, I just think, no.
Because we're all guilty of looking in the mirror and going, well, that's the bit I don't like, and I don't like that, and I don't like that. You've got to look in the mirror and go, oh, wow, I feel like a bride, I feel beautiful. I love the brides we meet. They're all so excited and terrified. I wish they had more faith in themselves sometimes. It's part therapy and part bridal shop, I guess.
Supporting Grace in this most important dress purchase are Mum Lindsay, Sister Alice, Sister Katie and Cousin Emily.
Have you got a price point you want us to stop showing you dresses at?
What did Billy say? Yeah, my partner, he was like, right, this is a cut-off point.
150 quid. No idea. No idea, Ben.
Probably nothing more over £1,000, really.
Working to Grace's budget, Kate and Maxine make a start.
I've got a feeling about this one.
Definitely not.
I think the lace on it's quite nice, the eyelash lace.
I'm wondering about Gabby as well.
She's going to be way over though, Gabby.
Oh, price point.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
With a selection of dresses lined up, Grace slips into her first ever wedding dress.
Are you ready? She's a bit emotional already. We ready?
Grand reveal.
Oh, wow. Oh, it is actually really nice.
So obviously you've not got your bra on, and this could do with a bra building into it slightly.
Yeah, it could do, couldn't it, I think.
But that's an easy done thing. We sell boobs in a box just to sew in.
Personally, I think you should need a bit more on your shoulders, but I do like it.
Next is a tea-length dress in ivory tulle and lace.
Oh, you can't see fast on there, can you?
Sorry, Grace.
I'm not 100% sure.
There's too much boob.
I don't get the same feeling as I did with the one I've just tried on.
Grace's family pick out a third dress, despite knowing that at £1,500, it's £500 over her budget.
Disclaimer, we both love this dress and would love to see you in this dress. They're making you try it on. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I really like this one. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so beautiful.
We want to see.
No! We're going to keep it all to ourselves.
We're having a moment.
Oh, Grace, I'm sorry, but that's it. Oh, that's really nice. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh God, that is gorgeous.
Yeah, there. Where's it gone? Do you need a tissue? They've got them on the windowsill.
Honestly, it is out of this world. It is absolutely beautiful.
I feel dead, like, slim and...
It's gorgeous, Grace. It really is lovely.
Do you feel like if he stood outside now and he's waiting for you, could you run to him and get married?
Oh, yeah, 100%, definitely. I love it.
Oh, it's lovely.
I really love this one.
Lovely.
That's it, we're done.
Oh no, we've not to ask you the question.
Here's the cheesy question.
Grace, are you saying yes to the dress?
With a firm decision on the dress, there's only one thing left to settle.
Stunning.
Right, I just need a few autographs from you and some money from whoever it were that said they were paying for it when they made you try it on.
After a private conflab, her family have offered to pay the extra £500 and give Grace her dream dress.
Me and Katie have said we're going to chip to. No problems doing that whatsoever. There's no way you're walking away without that dress.
That is a good set of friends and family, if you ask me.
It's just the best.
I think the magical thing for me is looking at those ladies who are terrified and just seeing that change. No worries. Take care. Lovely to meet you. I'm very lucky to do what I do.
Tucked away behind Clitheroe's High Street, there's a different kind of collection. These cherished items belong to wedding stylist and planner Sarah, aka Stories of Events.
Lots of the vintage items come from our local auction house. I'd go every Wednesday morning early to see what they've got and then bid on it. I put myself, I'm going to bid £50, and then I'm like, 120. So, do you want to tell me a little bit about your vision for Rebecca and Shane's wedding?
Sarah's planning a wedding for the toughest type of client out there, the mother of the bride.
From a decor standpoint, it's kind of like a 1920s classy, not cheesy, vintage event.
Okay.
The most important thing, I want people to walk around and be able to say, oh, that's beautiful, or this is so unique. That's really what's important to us.
With a background in events, Trisha isn't messing around.
We really do want some signage to make sure that people don't use their cell phones.
Yeah.
Would like to have each table setting be different. Gold, rose gold, black.
Gold.
So something that's very important to us during the ceremony is if we could have a memory table.
Okay.
Her grandmother has passed away, and so we're going to want to have a table where they can light a candle.
A memory table. Trisha's been really open in that she has worked in events and has a certain standard and is expecting certain things. From being in America, I know that their service and standards and things are maybe a little bit higher than ours, and they expect it to be as they want it.
With American Trisha paying $4.5 grand for her daughter's wedding styling, the pressure is on for Sarah to deliver, and she'll need to invest in vintage items to fit the exacting brief.
My husband's always like, what tat are you bringing home? And I'm like, it's not tats, it's treasure.
Sarah started her business 3 years ago, and this season is her busiest yet, with 40 summer weddings.
We started off with this one macrame backdrop that got hired out, and then we started buying things and then just kept buying and buying. I can never get enough of brass candlesticks. You bought that much, we had to get a unit. I'm going to take those ones, please.
Right.
Sometimes my tummy does a little bit of a flip when I see something that's really beautiful. Take these as well. I will have to stop at some point because I literally have no room for anything and no money. And I'm brassed off now because I've got no money. What a crap joke that was.
Not every bridal store in the Ribble Valley is having as much success as Kate. Just around the corner, Natasha gave up her job as a wedding photographer to open bridal boutique Willow and White.
Basically, it was when I was shopping for my wedding dress and planning my wedding, which led me to opening the bridal shop. It was when we left the wedding dress shop, my mum said, oh my God, Natasha, you'd be amazing at something like that. And then I saw the shop come up for lease, and it kind of just seemed like fate.
With a modest target of 3 dresses a month to break even, she has yet to make a sale.
When brides and the guests come in here, I give them the experience I would want to receive. I don't like people who are pushy, like pushy salespeople I would be out the door. So in terms of translating an appointment to a sale, I am still learning. I need to understand where that fine line is. I don't want the bride to feel pushed into saying yes to a dress.
With overheads to pay and financial pressure mounting, Natasha needs to pull out all the stops with her next customer, paediatric nurse Michelle, who met her fiancé Alex on a night out in Clitheroe.
I love this dress.
That's everything I want in a dress, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
What's the shoes?
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a little bit snug. I feel like it's a little bit bridesmaidy.
A bit more evening gown.
Evening gown.
Exactly.
Next is an Australian dress that costs £3,500, the top end of Natasha's range.
Why are you laughing? I really like it.
It's just a bit sexy in the city.
It is, yeah.
It's very sexy in the city, this one. Yeah. Right, lovely. Was there a third option before you went into the others? Look how excited you are!
The next dress that catches Michelle's eye costs just under £2,000.
I like that one.
That is beautiful.
I'm going to start crying. That is what I see you walking down the aisle.
Really?
100%.
This does meet all my criteria. Lightweight, floating, not too heavy.
You're stunning.
I don't think we'll beat it. No, I don't.
Michelle and her bridesmaids seem bowled over by the dress. Has Natasha done enough to close the sale?
The designer, the name of the dress, the price, I wrote down the bill for you as well and the lead time. So you've got all that information.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But Michelle has other local dress appointments lined up.
If you want to come back in for a retry appointment, just literally feel free to drop me a message, a text or an email, and I'll send you the link just to book in for your retry. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for coming. It was so nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you, ladies. It's a little disappointing, obviously, when brides find dresses that they love and then they go away to think about it. When mums get emotional and bridesmaids get emotional, and then even the bride themselves will get emotional, and then if they then still don't say yes to it, it's like, oh, why?
And with 37 styles in stock, that's just a third of some of the other shops in the area.
At the minute, I do feel like we are missing a few styles and I just can't buy them because we just need the shop to make money before we can start investing in more dresses. But yeah, I mean, it'll come and we'll get there. It's a slow process, but fun.
Just round the corner, wedding stylist Sarah and daughter Libby are loading up for tomorrow's wedding of transatlantic couple Rebecca and Shane.
Okay, corner.
Yeah.
Ready? Whoop. Right, up.
Oh, do you know what?
Oh, you Wally.
I know, but the seat.
Oh, yeah. Normally we're a bit more strategic than this. You lift that bit.
It's just so big.
Up. There you go.
Sarah and Libby are heading 8 miles northeast of Clitheroe to Gisborne Park.
Hello. Can we be let in, please? We're here to start the wedding.
Daniela's in charge of weddings at this 1,000-acre country estate turned festival-style wedding venue.
Here at Gisborne Park Estate, you get this full, beautiful house that sleeps 6 people, exclusively yours for 4 nights over a weekend.
Do you know, coming to this prior, I'd only ever been to one wedding, and then I had to manage weddings. I was like, how do they run? What do we do? But yeah, no, I love it now. I just feel like I sleep, breathe, and eat weddings. Well, not eat weddings, oh my God. Oh. This is my favourite part of the house. It's literally the bathroom of dreams. Well, my bathroom of dreams anyway. And here you have a nice big walk-in shower as well, which probably could fit comfortably like 4 people in there, but we don't want that, just 2.
It's just so peaceful and relaxing here until you probably have those few glasses of champagne and the dance moves start coming out.
Arriving to set up are stylist Sarah and daughter Libby.
Oh, you've had your eyelashes done and everything. We've got to put the paper lanterns up.
And
Sarah gets to work lighting the teepees in preparation for Rebecca and Shane's 100-guest wedding tomorrow.
Number 1.
Meanwhile, Daniela sets up the bridal suite ahead of the couple's arrival.
So we've got Rebecca and Shane getting married this weekend. So they had a well, I would not really say traditional way of meeting each other. So they actually met online. Rebecca is all the way from America. First time they came here, they'd only known each other for pretty much a week.
Groom Shane lives in Manchester, 3,000 miles from his bride-to-be in Connecticut, USA. The couple met a year and a half ago and have only been in the same country twice.
Being in a long-distance relationship is very hard. It's not like being in a normal relationship where they're just down the road. We do miss each other a lot. And that moment when you're holding them again, after not seeing them for weeks or months, you realise that they're very precious to you, and you realise nothing else matters besides you and them in that moment.
Now, the day before the wedding, the couple reunite for the 3rd time ever.
Come on then.
How's the travel been?
They met on a video gaming platform, but the romance nearly didn't happen.
Okay, so this message came in, I was streaming. His screen name was so weird that I thought it was a troll. And I was waiting for the person to be like a stupid kid or say something dumb or give me an insult. Like I was just kind of waiting. But I went to a stream and I was like, oh my God, it's a man.
We hung out together on like video chats. We played games together. We'd watch movies and would like time it.
This will be the first time you've met Sarah in person, won't it? Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Actually in person.
So far, it's only been Rebecca's mum, Trisha, briefing Sarah.
Do you know what time your mum's going to actually get here tomorrow? I know she's checking in at 4.
They should be here around 8 or 9.
Oh, that's good then. So she'll be here if she wants to make any changes early.
My mom planned everything. People have asked me questions about my own wedding, and I don't have answers to that. It's insane, her attention to detail. And I told her at the beginning of the process, I was like, Mom, you do this better than I do. I'm terrible at making these kinds of decisions. Run with it. So she'll probably come in, want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
No, mom's not going to sleep. She's going straight down here. She'll be
like, I need to see everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we can guarantee that Rebecca's mum is going to turn up tomorrow just before the wedding. And
be like, okay, show me everything.
Yeah, she'll be jet lagged. She might be a little bit grumpy.
With the Ribble Valley hosting up to 100 weddings a week, the cake can be what sets a wedding apart. Leanne has been running her wedding cake business in Accrington for the last 10 years. This afternoon, she's facing a tall order from bride and groom-to-be, Chloe and Dale.
So on today's job list is a croque-en-bouche, which I've never made before, which is basically profiteroles on top of this semi-naked cake.
As soon as I met Chloe and Dale, I knew that they wanted something different. Some of the things that they told me that they were having, I was like, this is going to be a wedding party. She literally said to me, I want something different, and I do think people come to me for that.
The best way to do it is by sticking them on with cake cocktail sticks so they can hold in. I have 120. So we need to hope that there's enough of them here.
A croque-en-bouche is a French dessert made of choux pastry puffs. This classic French wedding showstopper is now a popular choice, alongside other dessert towers like macarons and cupcakes.
This has been one that I have been a little bit worried about, purely because I haven't got any experience in this sort of cake.
It's definitely important to stay on top of trends. For sure, because it's such a crowded market, you have to be on top of your game, always. I'm always looking for the new thing.
Just got a first cocktail stick breakage. So you've just got to have faith that it all comes together. The flowers need to be right on this, because as you can see, it's quite a bland cake as of right now.
But using fresh flowers means Leanne won't be able to decorate until she's at the venue just hours before the ceremony.
This is the ugly duckling that is going to transform into the beautiful swanness.
And that's not the only potential problem in the mix.
This weekend we were going through a heat wave. So there's always the risk with kind of this kind of cake, like with the buttercream and the ganache and stuff, of things melting. This is a baker's kind of worst nightmare on a day like today with the heat.
That is a lot of sheep in one small field.
Leanne is on her way to the out barn to deliver her croquembouche tower for Chloe and Dale's wedding.
Sun shining for them, which is great for them, not great for me.
Hot weather could mean melted buttercream and curdled profiterole filling.
I am like a little bit nervous about this one because it's really warm now. So I think what I'm going to do is set it all up, flowers on, everything, so it's good to go, and then I'm going to get the staff to put it in the fridge, and then they'll probably bring it out on the turnaround. It's kind of down a really long, bumpy path though, so I've got to be careful. It's part of living and working in the Ribble Valley. It is full of twisty, turny, bumpy roads.
At the out barn, where Leanne is heading, preparations are underway for Chloe and Dale's wedding. As wedding coordinator Alice checks all is in order. Chairs for the ceremony, tick. Flowers from the florist, tick. Archery and axe throwing, a wedding essential.
Awesome. I've got about 35 weddings this year, so it's become really, really popular. So the red stuff on the axes is actually paint, it's not blood.
Today, it's down to Alice to make sure Chloe and Dale's wedding runs without a hitch. This is her first ever summer season as a wedding coordinator. Her first challenge is overseeing the construction of a teepee dance floor.
You got the dream team on it today, so we'll be in and out of here within 2 hours. From now. Get the timer on, go. Oh, it's lovely ground. We have lovely ground up north.
An hour in, and nothing can stop this well-oiled machine. Or can it?
Yes, you're right. The TP is in the wrong place.
Okay. Do you want me to go and have a chat with them quickly to see if they would move it across?
Yes, please.
Yeah? All right. I'll sort it. See you in a bit.
One of Alice's colleagues gave the TP team the go-ahead without her knowing. But it's Alice who'll have to answer to the bride.
I'm going to have a conversation with them, see whether they would be prepared to move it across. If not, it'll be a case of we'll have to bring the bride and hope for the best. I'm really sorry, but on all of our sheets, we've got that this we're going on the lawn on the other side of the barn.
Okay.
How much of an issue would it be to move it?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Is it possible? Only because...
Yeah, I mean, we did clarify it 3 times with the lady. She
I know.
said it was the oval lawn, which is this one.
I do apologise, there's been a miscommunication and that's the oval lawn on the other side.
Okay, yeah, we'll crack on with it.
Is that doable? Because it would be a massive
Yeah,
help
it's
for
fine,
us.
we'll just, yeah. I just need to ring my office and let them know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, leave the canvas. Leave the canvas where it is, we'll drop the frame. Yeah. And we'll roll the canvas up together, walk it round like a caterpillar. We did check about 4 times where it was going when we got it. And it was written down and the lady said there, so. Yeah, everyone's on about 8 days straight at the moment as well, so we're hoping for an early finish. You know, you can't have that. Just goes like this and stuff. Customers. Right, that van can get reversed back now. Bring that on.
Just, you know, it's one of the worst things. You don't want to be calling a bride on a wedding day, especially at this time when it's, you know, close to when she's going to be getting ready, she'll be arriving soon. You just don't want to have to make that call.
With guests arriving in a matter of hours. It's all hands on deck to get the venue wedding ready. It's a tale of 2 teepees, as across the valley at Gisborne Park, head of weddings Daniela is hoping for perfection.
So this is the not so glamorous side, just getting rid of the animal stuff, you know.
Today's ceremony is for long-distance lovers Rebecca and Shane.
We're just so excited for our life to begin. We've waited so long just to be together and have normal life, and this is one of those final steps.
So this is our outdoor woodland ceremony area. But being with an outdoor venue, you get a lot of challenges, as you can see, like with the benches. A few of the animals have been out, leaving their marks.
With an hour until mother of the bride Trisha arrives, Daniela and stylist Sarah have got their work cut out.
So yeah, lots of things to do. It's just the little bits that you forget that you've got to do, and they're the ones that seem to take the time. I do know from speaking with Trisha that Rebecca and Shane are just happy to be married, and even though they want it to look beautiful, that she's the one that we need to please, and she's the one that we need to deliver what she's asking. There's still a lot to do. We've got to make the confetti cones, so we've got like 60 confetti cones to make, styling areas, got to style down at the ceremony, put the games out, lots of little jobs that just take a long time.
The style brief has come from mother of the bride Trisha, including a request for a handmade vintage-style traditional American game, cornhole.
So I think it's 3 points if you get it through the hole, 2 if you get it on the board, and none if you don't hit anywhere. We're just cracking on. This one's very similar to that one, so I might not put it.
So the mum has pretty much planned everything. All the Zoom calls have been with her mum. I think Rebecca's joined on one Zoom call, but she's really trusted her mum with everything. I'm too much of a control freak for my mum to do any of that.
Mum, Trisha, had clear ideas in their head of what they wanted to do, and this was something that they really wanted. So they sent the file over for me, so I got those printed and then put them in some vintage-looking frames to fit in with the theme, along with the memorial. That's going to be part of the ceremony, so they're going to light a candle for people that aren't here anymore. It takes a lot more time and effort than you think. Trisha comes from an events background, so it's been difficult for her to relinquish that control. So she has found it difficult.
My mom throws a killer party. Like, she's just so good at that I kind of just expect certain things to be like at a high level, just because I know her. Like, certain things she just won't let go.
Oh, I think they might be here.
It's not long before the ceremony, and the bride's mother, Trisha, is in the house.
Oh, Mom, this is so pretty. Thank you. I'm struggling to keep it together.
Me too.
I cried this morning.
Well, good. Do it before the makeup comes.
She should be here soon, right?
Yeah, she's coming soon, so get it out now. So, well...
You can keep it wrapped around your bouquet.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the handle.
Yeah. So this is new and blue.
And for borrowed and old, she has the bow that was put on her grandmother's dress.
We're going to put this
her
on
Aunt
the back.
Monica had it and let her borrow it, and it's old, so that's how that falls in.
So we're going to have to figure out a way to pin this to the back there.
Yeah.
My mom is very, like, she's worried that all her hard work is perfect.
So don't let your shoes fall out the window.
No, they've been there for a while.
Okay, because we had something similar and it fell out the window.
I'm struggling. I just keep getting really anxious.
It's not out of the ordinary. This is the time.
With the ceremony starting in just minutes, nerves are mounting.
I wasn't nervous last night, and I was fine, but it hit me this morning, and now I'm like, I'm gonna throw up.
Across the valley, Leanne arrives at the out barn, ready to add flowers to her croquembouche, 3 hours before guests arrive for Chloe and Dale's wedding.
Here we are.
Oh, they're beautiful. Right, perfect. Love those colours.
Yeah,
Thank you very
gorgeous,
much.
aren't they? Nice and summery.
Beautiful.
Nice and bright. Gorgeous.
It's a croquembouche.
Yeah.
I've never done one before.
Right, okay.
So I'm going a bit flower crazy with it.
Yeah. Bit of fern,
Yes,
that's nice.
Love it. So I'm going to have to carry this now, all this way down here, because of all these cars. It's a bit of a nightmare with all of this, like, really narrow lane.
It's time to see how Leanne's first ever croquembouche fared on the bumpy ride to the out barn.
Okay, it's survived. Do you know what? I'm really surprised that none of them have fallen off. I thought I would have had to have fixed a couple. Oh, this is the only issue. Okay, This is going to be a very quick walk, guys. Straight onto the table. Right, I'm off. Like I'd rather not be having to be doing this. Anyone that's probably looking now is like, what the hell? That is the worst part of the job over.
Chloe and Dale paid £375 for their croquembouche cake, which will be completed with fresh flowers.
I always do the front. The front is always the first bit and the best bit. All the best flowers at the front. I want it to be quite wild to fit the rest of the vibe of the wedding. Got my own little white ones, which I very much like. I'm just going to sit that one on there. Pretty much done. To say that I've never done one of these before, it's turned out exactly how I would, maybe even a little bit better actually. I think the flowers, as always, kind of make it, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. When on a constant turnaround of wedding cake of 100 per year, it's nice to do something different. I think it'll be really popular when people see that, because everyone's always looking for something different in such a busy market. Hope they love it.
Leanne carefully places her masterpiece in the fridge to keep cool. It's down to the Outbarn's Alice to present it later.
We're sort of at the calm before the storm. Everything's pretty much there, ready to go. TP's just finishing up, so it's just a case of waiting for guests to start arriving.
On the other side of the valley, at Gisborne Park, stylist Sarah doesn't have the luxury of waiting.
We've had to leave the ceremony area until a little later because it looked like it was going to rain, but it hasn't. So now it's all hands on deck.
So the guests have arrived a little bit early, so normally they'll come down when we've invited them down. But yeah, so we've just a little bit like, slow down.
As if early guests wasn't pressure enough, Shane has some bad news for Daniela.
Rebecca's grandma.
This one here?
No.
There's 4 pictures.
There should be 4, yeah.
Right, okay, let me have a look at where that one is.
I hope you give it you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point why we did this.
Yeah, no, it'll be somewhere.
A picture of Trisha's late mother is missing from Sarah's memory table, something Trisha had made very clear that she wanted.
Fine. Right, I'm just gonna go home. She's already briefed me that she will be looking at everything, and she said when she walks in a room, she doesn't see anything that's amazing. She will spot the thing that's wrong. These are the ones that I got for the memorial table. I just got my husband to go on a drive.
I don't know where it. I don't know why you don't have it.
With more guests arriving and Trisha not impressed, Sarah's running out of time to get the missing picture on the table before the ceremony begins. At bridal boutique Willow and White, 5 weeks after opening, Natasha's just had a momentous appointment.
So literally 5 minutes ago, I've just sold my first dress in the shop. Yay! Oh, it was so exciting. This little beauty. It's called Coral and it's stunning.
Coral sells for almost £2,000 and Natasha's on her way to meeting this month's target of selling 3 dresses.
It feels a little bit emotional, to be honest. I'm actually a little bit emotional. Sorry. Oh, it's just been such a graft getting the shop to where it is now. So to make my first sale, it's very emotional. It's not easy opening a shop, you know, your overheads and the financial impact it has on you. It just makes everything feel more real now. It makes it feel like an actual bridal shop where people are going to come and they're going to buy their wedding dress. So yeah, it's just really exciting. I'm really happy.
At Gisborne Park, groom Shane has noticed the picture of Rebecca's grandmother is absent from the memory table.
Now it's like the guests are there, so I'm going to have to walk in and put the thing down, and it's just, yeah. So I want to get it done as soon as possible. I didn't get it sent to me. So they're quickly sending it to Daniela. She's going to print it off. Yeah. It's because we've got like an hour early. We'd have probably spotted it and they wouldn't have even known. Well, they would have known because we would have had to say, can you send us a picture?
With only moments before the bride's arrival, Daniela comes to the rescue and gets the missing picture printed, framed and into place. "10 miles away, Alice is looking after Chloe and Dale's wedding.
So just had the ceremony, that's all gone really well. The final step really is just bringing the cake out, which is always the least favourite part, shall we say, just because it makes us nervous. Chris, we're just about to move the cake.
With Leanne onto her next wedding, it's down to Alice to oversee the last leg of the Croquembouche's journey.
I can't take it off the stand.
No, she's made it onto the stand. We can do it together.
Let's see the weight.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, perfect. Just watch out.
Am I good?
Yep.
Okay.
Good to go.
But will Leanne get the seal of approval from newlyweds Chloe and Dale?
Oh, come on. Look good. Oh, doesn't it look good?
Always keen to stand out from the crowd, Leanne can now add the croquembouche as a string to her bow.
Yes! Go on, Chloe!
Thankfully, the cake moving went very smoothly, and they got to do their cake cut, which is great. Just a lot of logistical things that we needed to address today. We've also got the teepee out on the other side. We're now sort of at that point where we can take a breath. Good job done, yeah. I'm not going to speak too soon because we have got the first dance and things, but so far, so good.
With bride and groom happy, that's a wedding on target for Alice. At Gisborne Park, long-distance lovers Rebecca and Shane finally get their magical moment. And, thanks to Sarah and Daniela, are able to honour Trisha's late mother.
To know that your soulmate is locked away on the other side of the world by entry requirements is a really hard pill to swallow. I never feel settled unless I'm with you by my side. To my new, beautiful wife. When I first saw her coming down the aisle, I thought I was going to collapse. My legs were so weak and I was crying, and all my family came over and was like, oh, and started hugging me, and I was like, no, I want to see her.
Yeah. The style of the wedding is perfect.
The style.
Everything has come out beautiful.
Yeah, we couldn't have imagined it any better. It's
like everything is so pretty.
This is just so us.
So we've been married for an hour and a half, and it's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
The bride and groom are happy, but the wedding was Trisha's vision.
So how are you guys enjoying it?
I was intrigued about how the two cultures would connect. And now look, we've got English guests and American guests all playing cornhole together.
That's the dagger. So happy.
Thank you for planning this for us.
You know, thank you for not being boring and having regular traditions that you wanted.
You did great.
Thank you. My job is done. I've hired the professional, and she is now showcasing why she does this for a living. You picked the right profession. The touches of furniture and lighting and the details that I see, I couldn't do this. You have a great gift, and I'm so happy that we made the decision to work with Sarah and her team.
If you speak to any of my couples, like, literally, I nearly cry at every wedding I go to. I just really, really love weddings. I love styling. I love listening to people's different ideas, trying to put my own interpretation on it. So I just enjoy it. Just enjoy a party.
My daughter is sitting there saying, "This is such magic." And that's what I tried to do. This is her wedding, not mine. And I wanted it to be about her, not me. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for
I
asking
really,
me.
really loved everything you've done.